The New England Patriots are now going to be having a new head coach for the first time in forever, Jarod Mayo. Now, he spent a lot of years with this organization as a player. He spent 5 on the staff under Bill Belichick, and in his contract, it was a stipulation that said that he would be Bill Belichick's successor when the time was right. And a lot of people, when it comes to the New England Patriots fan base, are really excited about Jarod Mayo as the head coach. This is somebody who is a player's coach. The players like him. They gravitate towards him. They play hard for him. You know that the defense is going to be top-notch. And hopefully, in the areas that Bill Belichick has come up short in the last couple of years, Jarod Mayo can end up being better in those areas. And the Patriots can eventually get back to their championship-winning ways like they were back when they had Brady. Now, I'm not as confident as most people that Jarod Mayo is going to succeed in New England. I saw his press conference. I like what he said. He's well-spoken. Seems like a good leader of men. But there have been so many Bill Belichick disciples who we thought they were going to be the next best thing, and they fizzled out fairly fast. You see, he can connect with players on a different level that previous Bill Belichick disciples have been unable to do. But my question with him is that, is he finally going to be the first Bill Belichick disciple to finally be able to have success? I mean, the best coach that Bill Belichick has ever had on his staff was Brian Flores, and he got fired despite leading the Dolphins to 2 consecutive winning seasons. 9-8. Jarod Mayo, he is going to have to be able to get this quarterback situation right, which he stated in his press conference that they was definitely going to end up getting a great quarterback. Rather they trade up for Drake May or get Caleb Williams. I think they're going to be set if they get any one of those 2 guys at QB. Then you got to fix this offense. You got to get some playmakers at wide receiver. The offensive line may need a little bit more juice. The defense is fine. There isn't any major changes on the defense that have to be made. And the thing with Jarod Mayo that concerns me isn't just the fact that he's a Bill Belichick coaching tree disciple. I'm trying to find a different word to use other than disciple. But he also is going into an organization that right now, they're in a really odd spot. Because they are a team that has a really good offense, a really good defense, but their offense has been non-existent. And Jarod Mayo is a defensive-minded coach. So is Bill Belichick. And with the way the NFL is going right now, offensive-minded coaches are kind of taking over the league right now. And if you don't get the quarterback, if you don't get your coordinator situation right, it doesn't really matter who you hire call the plays for your QB if they don't do a good job of putting your young quarterback in situations to succeed. And another thing is that he only has 5 years of coaching experience. He isn't somebody that has been on Bill Belichick's staff for a decade and has tons of experience as a coordinator. Hell, he wasn't even a defensive coordinator. You look at Jarod Mayo, this was somebody who was able to quickly rise to the ranks after he retired, similar to DeMeco Ryans with the 49ers. And anytime you have a coach who rises through the ranks this fast, they're either going to be one or two things. They're going to be either really good or really bad. You saw what happened to Brandon Staley. He only was the DC of the LA Rams for 1 season. Got that head coaching job for the LA Chargers, and he looked in over his head. There's been plenty of promising assistant coaches that get the full-time head coaching gig, and they don't work out. So I'm really skeptical about Jarod Mayo as Bill Belichick's successor in New England. I really am. I don't really know how this thing is going to play out. I want him to succeed. I do like him. I think he can have some success, but I don't know if he's just going to be the next great New England Patriots head coach, especially when you have some really big shoes to fill. Bill Belichick, who, despite how you may feel about who is more responsible for all of the championships that the Patriots won in their glory days, Bill Belichick is still regarded as one of the greatest head coaches in the history of this game. All right? And Jarod Mayo, he only has 5 years of experience. And I definitely think that when you're coaching at a place like New England, experience is really big. Having an inexperienced coach learning on the job could be really tough when you look at how difficult this division potentially can be next year. And I'm pretty sure Robert Kraft knows that this is probably going to take a little bit of time to build up and get up off the ground again. But Jerod Mayo, he's a player's coach. The players like him. Maybe he can do what other failed Bill Belichick head coaches that have come from this coaching tree have been unable to do, and that's connect with players. Jerod Mayo does a really good job of that. He was a player himself, so he understands what players are expecting from their head coaches and the best way to get through to them. And those are the reasons why I think he can succeed, but I got more reasons for why I think he's not going to work out than I do him being able to win. So Jerod Mayo, will he succeed as the Patriots' new head coach? I really don't know. I really don't know. And I know that may not be a good answer for you guys, but I'm really on the fence about it. I really am, because I want to believe that he can do it. You only been on the coaching staff for 5 years. You would think that with you ranking up so fast and getting this opportunity so quickly relative to other people, that you should be a stud. You should be a prodigy if you could work your way up through the ranks that fast. But at the same time, Bill Belichick hasn't had a lot of coaches under his tree that have become successful. You don't have a lot of experience. That is a little bit of a concern. And you're a defensive-minded coach. Can you get the offensive coordinator hire right? And can you get quarterback right? Are the two biggest things that are going to define how successful Jerod Mayo is going to be with the Patriots.